Next up, socially distinctive markers, 2, 2, and 2. All right. What are we talking about today?
Well, today I'd like to talk about some of the constructions which are called socially distinctive markers. I think we'll go over them.
Okay.
But I always like to play a trick on my classes at the University of Michigan. And I've done this for 35, 40 years. In 45 years when I taught. I taught at Purdue, and I taught overseas in Romania. I taught in Tennessee. And so there's a really wonderful little extra that I like to do. I like to tell the first socially distinctive marker I talk about is 2. And so I tell...
Like the number 2? What do you mean?
The word 2. The word
okay.
2. And so I do this little exercise which mystifies my students, and I love to do that, to bug them, my students. It's part of the joy of teaching. So I said, now you have 3 2's. You have TOO, which means also, and you have TWO, which means the number 2, and then you have TO, which is used with infinitives in every other context, let's say, to simplify it. You all understand that, students? And they say, oh yeah, John. I said, okay, I want you to write this sentence down. There are 3 2's in the English language. And then maybe 30 seconds goes by, and they start looking at me puzzled because there's no way you can write that sentence. And I get a big kick out of that.
That is good. So what do they end up? Do they default to 1 particularly?
No, they think I'm an idiot. They think I'm a complete idiot.
How?
So what I would like to do, what I do to them is, and I think you could do this as we go along with this exercise, I write on the board the sentences, there are 2 people here, TWO,
Yeah.
which is correct. Then I write, there are 2 people here, and I write TO. And then I write, there are 2 people here, TOO. Mm-hmm. And then I write the 4th sentence, there are 2 with the number, the integer 2 here.
Right.
And then I say, read these sentences. And every student will read them correctly, even though they're wrong except for 1.
Yeah.
And so then we talk about what is the purpose of communication. And I think it's to translate knowledge from one human being to another. And I translate it using the 4 2's. There's another person here too. Well, everybody that read those 4 sentences, even though they're grammatically incorrect, they got the meaning that someone else is there. But I told them, I said, you see, this is the difference between writing and speaking. You don't have to worry when you're speaking because no one knows what 2 you're leading. But when you're writing, these are socially distinctive markers. If you use the incorrect 2, literate readers, not speakers because they won't know, but literate readers will think you're illiterate. And so that's why you have to use the correct 2. Now,
Would you see that a lot? I mean, we're talking about the University of Michigan here, right? This is one of your better public universities on the planet. With this, and you've got juniors and seniors primarily, mostly seniors in your classes
right.
toward the end of your career, right? The last 20 years even,
yep.
or longer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, would this be a common error?
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Got it. All right. Well, that's a good lesson. 2, 2, and 2. Pay attention to your 2's.
Yes.
If you have any questions or ideas for future episodes, please let us know in the comments.